let's talk. Because I just feel like with everything that's going on everywhere, right, on every level, Spirit is encouraging us to jump into new things, try a different way of thinking, try a different way of being, living, doing, right? The old ways are very clearly not working. Okay, so let's get into it. What's the deal? You know the vibes. Divine Destiny back with another tea time. What you sipping on today is coffee. Sometimes it's just one of them days, okay? Sometimes you just need a little coffee in your life. There's some cinnamon, some brown sugar up in here. That's why you see the little speckles in my cup. You get the vibes. They say the best time to say hello is after the first sip, and honey, I do understand. I get it. Hello, Rich Rising. All right. So let's get into it because Spirit had me meditating on the Fool card. Okay, for those of you who don't know, I do readings. I offer readings. You can find that link in the description box below to my website, right? That's not even part of this discussion. Just wanted to get it out there while we're pulling out tarot cards, okay? If we're looking at this card, I'll let y'all look at it, right? This is the Fool. This is the Fool's journey. This is the first card of the deck, right? And this young Fool here goes through the entire deck. Every card in the deck is the same person. It's the Fool going through the journey, right? Of life and learning and evolving and growing. So Spirit is encouraging us at this time to be the Fool, to take the Fool's journey, to take that leap of faith, jump off the cliff of comfort, jump off the cliff of what we're used to. And to do so happily, wholeheartedly, unapologetically, authentically, right? And as I'm saying this, I want you to know I empathize with you. Uh-oh, the sun going, the clouds are coming. So if the lighting changes, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Look, I empathize with you because I've taken this journey. Anywho, I've taken this journey quite a few times. Quite a bit. Okay? It's not fun. If you're looking at this card, my girl is like, just like, listening to whatever song got her walking on sunshine, literally, and she's about to walk off this cliff, and she could see that she's at the edge of the cliff, but she's just like, it'll all be fine. Bucket, no. I mean, that's the energy that Spirit wants us to be in, right? As we are taking the Fool's journey, as we are making changes and trying new things, right? But let's be real, okay? Let's be very real, because we're humans and life be lifing. So we not out here looking like her in happy, joyful moments trying to jump off a cliff. Most of us, some of us, depending on what the opportunity is, are jumping off the cliff. But as things are changing and arranging around us so fast, right? Shifting and transitioning and transmuting so quickly, I haven't seen a lot of people who are ready to jump off this cliff. Matter of fact, they turn around looking at everything that used to be like, well, why isn't it now? Because it's not supposed to be. Spirit is pushing us all to our cliff. Now, is you gonna walk up happily? And it's okay if you don't, okay? As long as you make it off the cliff. And I say that as somebody who has made it to that cliff looking like this, happy as hell, and then made it to that cliff and was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to take that leap. I don't know if I'm ready for this change. That looks a little uncomfy down there. It's a really far drop. What if I don't have wings? What if they don't expand? What if I don't make it, right? That's me standing at the edge of the cliff like, you know what? On second thought. And I'm gonna tell you right now, take it from somebody who been on that Clifton Edge, Clifton Ledge. Take it from somebody who been on that cliff, on that edge, and was very uncomfortable with leaning into the next step, which is to jump, to go over it, right? If you don't, you're going to be standing at the top of the cliff, okay? Now, either looking down or looking back, because what else is there to do when you're standing at the top of a cliff? So you're either looking down, second guessing yourself, or you're looking back at, but this is where I came from. This is what I went through. I don't want to go back there. And the one thing I can tell you for sure, hello, that if you don't take that leap, take that step, jump, lean into it, whatever, however you get to get your ass off that cliff, if you don't take it, I can guarantee you that life is going to begin to build up for you at this edge right here. And when I say life is going to start building up for you, I mean life literally beats yo ass. Because it's like you have come to this cliff, you journeyed to the top of whatever mountain or edge this is, and you went through all of whatever it is you experienced to get to this edge of the cliff, which is where you're supposed to be, right? And you've gone through, healed through, learned through, grown through, evolved through so much shit on your way to get to this top of this ledge. So when you get to the top of the ledge and you're sitting there, Spirit gonna give you a minute. They gonna let you think about it. They gonna let you be like, okay, this is a lot. But after a while, Spirit gonna say, okay, it's time to jump now. You had your moment. My nose always run when I get to talking about this. It must be a channeling thing. Okay, if y'all channel, please let me know if y'all be experiencing the runny nose during your channeled sessions. I think that's just a side note message for me. Anywho, it's just crazy. Like, why is it doing that on camera? Anyway, if you don't take the leap of faith, take that jump when Spirit says jump, then the things that you have healed through, gone through, evolved through, they now catching up to you, right? You ran past them, through them to get to this ledge, and you thought they just stopped chasing you? You thought that? No, you're just a little faster. So if you're at the top of that edge, top of that ledge, and you're not jumping, now you're sitting stagnant. Now you're sitting still. And every energy, okay, the low vibrational energies that are trying to keep you on that ledge are now making their way up towards you because you're sitting stagnant, scared of what is to come next. And those energies is lifing, gonna beat your ass until you decide, you know what, I don't even, because they're not in alignment with you anymore. Right? The things, the people, the energies that you were called to leave, to walk away from, to release in this past cycle of life was everything that you left moving through this hill, this mountain, whatever it was for you, right? And so now that you're at the top, you have grown, you have evolved past whatever it is that you moved past, whatever obstacle, challenge, trial, tribulation it is that you moved past as you were making your journey to the top of this mountain, to this hill, to this cliff, right? So now if you're sitting stagnant, which is usually what happens when you're at this place of discomfort, because you're being caused to take a new leap of faith, a new journey, a new path, right? We find ourselves being uncomfortable in the comfort of what we know, but also being uncomfortable in what could be on the other side of what we don't know. So a lot of us just sit on this ledge, but Spirit allows life, when you're sitting on that ledge, with things that no longer align with you, Spirit is going to allow those things to come at you. Spirit gonna allow life to really be lifing on that ass, because you're not even, until you get uncomfortable enough in what you already know to say, you already know it's not alignment with you, because you moved past it when you was moving up the mountain. So now you're sitting on the top of the mountain and it's coming back up for you. And Spirit that's an encouragement for you to heal it, for you to move past it, for you to say, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and leave you here at the top of this mountain. I'm gonna jump up off this cliff and go see what's next for me, because this cliff is getting too crowded. You gotta take the leap of faith. And I know that's easier said than done, because please take it from somebody who literally sat at the top of that cliff and just, you would have thought I was being jumped into a gang the way life was beating my ass up. Why? Because I was like, at this point I'm crawling to the edge, still looking down like, and getting pulled back, getting beat up. I'm serious. And this is metaphorical, okay? It's kind of metaphorical, okay? But life really be handing you your own ass until you choose to say, okay, I don't need this anymore. I recognize why this is occurring within me, while these reflections are really coming at me this hard, because I am sitting on my own potential. I'm sitting on my own greatness. I'm sitting on a change. I'm sitting on a transformation that is destined to happen anyway, but free will. So until you make that choice, you're just going to be very uncomfortable in what it is that you know, because life, Spirit, the universe, the divine is making it uncomfortable so that you can take this leap of faith. And I'm going to tell you right now, not everybody is walking to the... I told you, I was sitting there crawling to the edge of that cliff, begging to get to the edge of the cliff by the time I was ready to jump, okay? And I didn't even jump. I just kind of rolled off. Let me just get off this bitch. Let me just get off this cliff. You feel me? 1, 2, 3, 4 on my timer as I'm saying this. You're not always going to be ecstatic about taking the fool's journey, right? A lot of us don't even know it's time for us to take the fool's journey. We just happy lollygagging about up the hill until we get to this cliff, and then we're like, oh, there's no more mountain. There's no more to experience here in this dimension, in this cycle, in this phase of life. So I need to jump to the next, whatever phase that might look like, to the next mountain, to the next cliff, right? Bruh. If you've been following me for a while, you probably know the things that I have experienced and gone through in the last 1.5 to 2 years, I would say. If you don't know, if you're new here, there's absolutely a tea time rant. I'm gonna figure out how to get that somewhere. If it's not right, it'll be after the video. If I don't know how to do that, it'll be in the description box. So let's be real, it'll be in the description box either way, right? But long story short, your girl went through a very tumultuous relationship. When that did end in like a DV experience while I was pregnant, and it shifted things for me entirely. If I'm being honest with y'all though, because like this is what we're here for, right? This is tea time, 14:41 on my clock. This is tea time. We're here to commune, right? And just share an experience so we can learn and grow and evolve. So if I'm being real with you, I would say that I personally was on that cliff before that relationship started. I was facing my own cliff. I was at the edge myself before that relationship started, right? And I needed to take a leap of faith. I needed to begin a new journey, a new cycle for self, within myself. It's not even like external. I needed to like jump into a new opportunity. No, I just needed to grow and evolve into the next phase of myself. I needed to be open to the transition and the transformation that was occurring within me. And change is scary. Even the change that like we can't necessarily control, which is like, can we control anything? Do you know what I'm saying? But like, change is scary as shit. And so when I felt my own transformations, I was clinging to this edge. I didn't want to I did on a certain level, because I want to be my highest, best, greatest self. Do you feel me? I always have. I am that, period. But I wasn't. I was holding on to this edge, like, that highest, best, greatest self, scary as hell. The infinite potential, scary as hell. My greatest fear was myself, because I didn't know what greatness could occur. Hello? So I'm being very open, very honest, and very vulnerable here in this tea time, coffee time. See what coffee do? So I'm clinging to this edge, and then I found myself in that relationship and experience, which was very much, I would say, a cultivation of what I had experienced on this mountain. It was like final boss energy, but because I allowed myself to sit at the top of this edge for too long, Spirit said, okay, well, if you don't get it, if you're not feeling inspired enough to take that leap of faith, then we're going to give you the inspiration. And that inspiration came through this very tumultuous relationship. And that's why I said I was literally like crawling to the edge, because it did end in a DV experience, and I literally didn't see no end. I didn't know how the hell I was gonna get out of there. Hello? But Spirit put me in that situation, and Spirit damn sure gonna open the door to get you up out. Know that. Because everything is for a lesson. Anyway, coffee. Everything is happening as it's supposed to. Get yourself off of this edge, especially if you feel yourself like repeating cycles, meeting the same people, the same energies in different bodies, experiencing the same situations in different moments, right? 1818 on my clock, on my timer. This is a clear sign that you are sitting on the edge, and life is lifing your ass up, because Spirit is waiting for you to do the free will thing and choose to get off of this ledge. Because like, it is free will, but you also have like a calling on your life. If you are here under the scope of my voice, baby, you have a calling on your life. This shit is bigger than you. And so Spirit is saying, this ledge you're holding yourself on, you're holding yourself back from answering the call. Which is why, yes, you have the free will to sit here, but Spirit is going to make that comfortable place very uncomfortable, so that you can step into your calling. Because right now is the time to answer the call. The call ain't never been louder, you guys, on your spirit, on your soul. If you heard the call, if the trumpets is ringing and the singing, okay? Spirit is encouraging you, asking you, begging you, beating your ass up until you decide to step off of that cliff. Crawl off, roll off, tuck and roll if you damn have to, somersault, I don't know. Whatever situation, position you find yourself in, baby, take that journey. Take the leap of faith. Okay? Because I can guarantee you, if it's one thing I can guarantee you, okay? While you're sitting here on this ledge, you're going to be uncomfortable. While you take that leap of faith into the unknown and you decide to jump up off of that, roll, sprint, whatever it might be, trick yourself, whatever it might be, to get you off of that ledge, know that that is also going to be uncomfortable because you don't know what is to come, right? So are you going to choose to be in the comfort, the comfortable discomfort? Or are you going to choose to be in the uncomfortable unknowing? The uncomfortable unknown. Either way, baby, you're going to be a little uncomfortable in life. So are you going to 21 on my timer. So are you going to choose to be uncomfortable in change? Or are you going to choose to be uncomfortable in stagnancy? Because if you're going to be uncomfortable, you might as well grow. You might as well do something new. You might as well take that step off of that cliff, off of that edge. You feel me? If like you're gonna be stuck in some kind of discomfort because life is uncomfortable. Was it Buddha? Life is suffering. That's uncomfortable. There is no way around the discomforts of life. But is your discomfort because you're choosing to stay stuck where you're not in alignment anymore? Or is your discomfort because you're not sure what is next, what is to come for you because you took that leap of faith? And I can guarantee you that whatever is on the other side of you choosing to take that leap of faith, that movement, right, is 1,000,000 times better than what you were stuck with at the top of this hill. Because this is never going to change. This is going to be a repetitive cycle. This is going to be And the repetitive cycle is only going to get worse, louder, more uncomfortable with each cycle, because it's like you at some point you know you're supposed to get off this ledge. Maybe when you walked up the mountain you didn't know the ledge was coming, you didn't know the ledge was there, but now that you're staring at the ledge, you know you got to get up off of it. So at some point, even when you're sitting here in this cycle of repeat, you know you're supposed to get off this ledge. So things are going to get more uncomfortable. Life is gonna life some more on that ass, so that you can choose, say, you know what, yeah, let me just go ahead and boop, my way up out of here. Let me jump up off of here. Let me just go see let me dive in to whatever is on the other side of this cliff, because I can tell you this, not it. And what's on the other side of the cliff, while it might be unknown, it's unfamiliar to you, it is going to be in more alignment. It is going to bring you more peace of mind, body, and spirit. And it's going to move you closer to where it is you want to go. So why not take the leap of faith? Why not take the fool's journey? What do you have to lose? Other than the cycle of repeat that you find yourself at the top of this mountain. That's the message, y'all. This was definitely very much a tea time of rants, okay? If you made it right here, you're a real one. Thank you. I love you. If you made it here and you can hear my voice right now, like this video. Because if you made it here, there's something. You seen it. We connected. We vibing. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, feel free to comment. I will comment back, okay? I love talking to y'all. And take the leap of faith. That's the message. Until next time, stay divine.